I tell you what, let's get on right now. The president and founder of VeriBella, Dr. KIRK ELLIOTT. Dr. KIRK, are you out there, sir?
I am. Can you hear me okay?
Man, I can hear you loud and clear, and we have now officially broke the record for the most people on a call, and we're just getting started, Dr. KIRK, so take it away. If you heard the calls, we got them at the north, the south, the east and west, the middle, and people are ready, and they want to hear where we're going, what we're all about, and what are the special announcements, buddy, so take it away.
Well, I will. So thanks a ton, Kent, and thank you for everybody being on this call. I am pumped up. I'm driving somewhere on I-4 right now. I have no idea where, but you know, just out here talking to people, and it's amazing the excitement that we have everywhere I go. I can hear it, Kent, in your voice, even without caffeine. It's amazing. So we're excited. So really, you know, I'm reminded of a quote today as I've been talking to a lot of people, and you know, and here it is. You know, the problem in this country is not the presence of darkness; it's the absence of light. And you know, as you look around, and it seems like there's no hope, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's just like, what a mess. I am so excited because of the mission that we have, the passion that we have for this company, the record number of people that are on this call. You know what? We are not going to have a problem of an absence of light. That is for sure, because we're a company and a people working together arm in arm for a cause and for a mission. And what is that mission? Well, you know, as I think about it, and why Dave, his wife Trina, my wife Jolene, myself, Dave, I mean, we've got this amazing team in Colorado that have put together a company that's really out here to do one thing really, really good, and that is save lives. You know, we're a company with a cause. I've been blessed throughout my life to have served on numerous boards for nonprofits, for colleges, and you know, when we see that the economy's heading south, people stop giving. Well, that's a problem, because when the economy goes south, this is when people need us more, and they need a helping hand, and they need people to reach out to them. And just because people in America, by and large, haven't learned how to give out of their need, they only give out of their abundance, what we wanted to do as a company is change it. We wanted to change the way that commerce is done in America, and actually shift how giving is done to the corporate level, because one thing that we do amazingly well in America is we can spend money. You know, even when the economy heads south and it seems like it's hard to make ends meet, people always have to spend money for food or for whatever. And so if we can change how people give from not change, but add to, not just at the individual level, but at the corporate level, now we've got the makings of something. So the people on the front lines, the boots on the ground, the people who are sacrificing their lives to save others, to feed the hungry, to teach them how to read, whatever these amazing nonprofits do, you know what? They're never going to be without. If you know, on our watch, we are going to build something that's amazing to make sure that people have. And so what we've done is we've put together a company that gives 100% of our net profits to the cause of rescuing little boys and girls from a lifestyle of sex trafficking, where they're enslaved, where their hope is gone, where their dignity is gone, where it feels like there's no eternity, and it's like all they need is this prayer of, please, somebody help me. Well, you know what? We're a company that wants to help them. And so that's our goal. That's our why. That's why we exist. But you know what? There's also more to it than that, because you can fund those kind of initiatives with really any kind of a product. But what we really want is to have something that's significant. So the word VeriBella is a combination word that we put together. When we're deciding the name of our company, we really wanted it to have a true significant meaning. The word veritas is Latin for truth, and Bella is Italian for beauty. You put the two together, and it comes up with our name, and it means true beauty. And so everything that we do as a company everything that we stand for, every product that we're going to come out with and develop has to have that common denominator of true beauty. So products that help you with your health and inner beauty, and products that help with your external beauty. But not just that, we have to have amazing ingredients that people are excited to shout from the rooftops about, that you can't get anywhere else, that are unique, that are clean, because we don't want to put anything in our body or on our body that's garbage and toxic and unclean, because you're worth it. We're all worth it. We're all created for significance and for something amazing, and we want to treat everybody like that. And so what we've done is we've spared no expense, even down to the packaging of our products. We want to espouse true beauty, and you know what? You're worth it. So we will pay more for our ingredients. We'll pay more for the manufacturing. We'll pay more for the packaging, so people feel worth it. But you know what? The great thing is that we're not going to charge more for it. We see what competitors have, and truly we've got stuff that competitors don't have. They might have something similar. They might have something that does the same thing, but it's toxic and it's not good for you. But what we have is something that is amazing, that's actually very clean, natural, good for you, that everybody will want to shout from the rooftops. And it's an amazing thing when we can have that, because you know why it's amazing? Because the more that we sell, the more kids we can rescue. And so we want to provide those amazing products that everyone's excited about, that everybody needs, and not just have normal everyday products, but something that's incredible. So this is what we've put together, is a company that no matter how you look at it, whether it's with clean, natural ingredients that work, or with a compensation plan that's overly generous, because we're givers. We want to be known as givers and not takers. We want to be known as the light in this world that's casting out darkness and helping those around us, viewing people as more significant than ourselves. And when you have a company with ownership and leaders like Dave and Trina and Delaine and myself that truly care about people over profit, you've got something significant, because significant is a key factor in all of this, because that only comes around not very often. And we want to live lives that are significant. We want to build, like what Kent said at the beginning, a legacy company that will actually span for generations. And that when you build it, that income is there for future generations. And how do you do that? With stuff that people are going to want. You're going to want stuff that people are not afraid of. You're going to want to have something where no matter what the holes are in an industry, we've tried to fill them. Well, what are some of those holes? You could have a great compensation plan and bad products. The company would fail. You can have great products and a bad compensation plan. The company would fail. You could have both of those that are off the charts and incredible, and leaders that are greedy and care about profit over people. And you know what? The company would fail. But you know what? If you have a company that has profit over people, the people will ultimately leave. If you have a company that's people over profit, you know what? The profit will come. And so it's people first, profit second. As long as we all keep that in mind, we've got a life-changing company that's going to change the world because of everything that we stand for. And I heard so many voices and names that I've talked to over the weeks, whether, it's Joanna or Lars or Mike or Susan, or Joe and Kent and Bill. It's like, oh my word, we've got a team of warriors that are out there to change lives. Not only are we going to change other lives, we're going to change our families' lives, because a lot of us come from different backgrounds and we've been hurt and we've been abused financially or emotionally or with our health. I mean, you name it. And what we want to do is bring people together with a common goal, with a common vision, to actually redeem what has been stolen from our lives over the years, make an impact for future generations. And with that, that's kind of our why. It's a little bit about our how, a little bit about our product, but what we have coming up right now is some amazing news that we've all been waiting for, because we're in the whisper launch phase right now. So gonna actually kind of tip that hat a little bit on what's coming next week. But then I'm gonna have Bill Starkey, who's I've been working with very closely on our charitable foundation, and he's become just like a brother. And like a lot of you have become brothers and sisters to me, but he's become our biggest cheerleader for our company, and his heart and passion for rescuing kids is off the charts, incredible. So, but before Bill comes on and says some exciting news, because I want other people to share some of this amazing news, next week, early next week, what we're going to be able to do is have our Whisper launch, pre-launch kind of sign-up page, so you can actually get into the company at the top of the hierarchy, at the beginning of something that is a legacy company. You're going to be able to actually purchase some of our daily use individual welcome kits to start using it, sampling it, sharing it with your friends. It's great for travel because they're individual use sizes. All of this happens next week. So this is what my dream for all of us is. So over the next few days, start mapping out what you want the rest of your life to look like, and start putting together names of people in a hierarchy, how you would want them to look and how you envision your team to be, because next week we're going to hit the ground running with the signups and getting you product, and it's going to be incredible. But that's just the tip of the iceberg of everything that we have coming. And so Bill, if you're on the line, I'd love for you to share what comes next for the month of March, because it is off the charts exciting. And as an owner, I'm so excited about it. And I'm excited to have a team of amazing people that are better than I am, that are out here, with wisdom and insight and discernment and hearts that really want to rescue kids, and we're building something significant. And Bill, if you could take it away, I would appreciate that and love it.
Well, am I on here now? You hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, buddy.
All right. Well, before I get into this real quick, I would love to be able to let Kent has a few things, and Joe, I'd love to hear these guys, and I would love to come back, maybe go into some details for everybody on the compensation plan, as well as a few details about some of the packages we'll be having, and that's coming up here, how we'll finish out February, and we'll go into March. And so, Kent, I'd love to have and hear from you and Joe some of the feedback and thoughts, and then I'll pick that back up. That'd be okay with everybody.
Okay, perfect. The next person I want to go to here is that we want to go to my buddy out of Atlanta. He's a YouTube phenomenon, and I've never seen him this excited ever. He's been on a lot of projects, and I've talked to him, and we've had some excitement about things, but this guy, literally calls me more times than anything every day about game plan and the people that we're going to be putting in and how we can better it, what we're going to be doing on YouTube. And he specializes in training and helping, and he's one of the best team players there is. We have a lot of great team players, and we're attracting them. And Joe is right up there with the best of the best. So, Joe Jackson, come on and tell us how you feel, buddy. What are you planning?
Can you hear me good?
Yes, hear you loud.
Oh, awesome. You're right, man. I'm so excited. I've called you at least 10 times today. I think that's probably on the light side. And, I want to follow up with this and encourage everybody to start making that list. Dr. KIRK just mentioned that. Start making that list. Start preparing yourself. Start talking to people. Don't just make the list. Move into action. I want to give you a little thing that happened now. Usually I talk right off the tip of my tongue, so hopefully I don't mess this up, but I have to read this this message I got today. This lady actually hunted for me in Facebook and sent me an instant message. And this is powerful. The reason why this is powerful, this was just an email that I sent. Just briefly talked about the company, briefly talked about the owner, briefly gave them information for the conference call that was recorded, and this is what she replied to me. Dr. KIRK, Kent, I think everybody on this call will really appreciate that. Her name was Carrie. I don't want to use her last name because I didn't ask her first, but she said, "Hi, Joe. I am ready to join now." I ain't even told her the cost yet. She's really going to love me after she finds out it's only $49 to join. But anyway, she says, "My daughter and I have been praying, researching about involvement, helping defeat sex trafficking. And your email hit my inbox. I have listened to the recorded call, Googled Dr. KIRK Elliott. I'm a retired skincare specialist. All the pieces of the puzzle fit. People before profit. Oh, yeah. Did I mention that another thing interests me? No more toxins. Look, this company's so easy to promote. You're just telling everybody that you know what our mission is here. We have no toxins. I mean, we're ready to help a lot of people make a lot of money in the process and be able to give to this awesome cause. I couldn't be no more prouder than to be with this company. And from the bottom of my heart, from everything for the company's doing, the leadership we have here, the people that are surrounded with, and this is the biggest, the best thing I've ever touched or even thought about. Man, I'm so excited I can't even talk, Kent. I hope. Yeah. Back to you, brother.
Everybody right there. I mean, it's true. The people, when you tell it to them, it flat makes sense, and it's not nonsense. It flat makes sense, and then that turns into common sense, and that turns into earning a lot of sense. And I tell you what we're doing here is second to none. I mean, everybody, when I tell them about this, what keeps happening is they send me a piece, something from an article from their city on human trafficking, and everyone goes, "Kent, I didn't know it was this bad where I live. I didn't know it was this bad over here. I did not know this. Just from my city." We are building an army of people helping people, and if that's the type of army you want to be on, that's VeriBella. And I want to bring on now Bill Starkey. Me and Bill, we work every day together. We've been helping with the conference call, been helping with all different things, and we are one team. I mean, I tell you what, this guy works tirelessly. He's working hard on the foundation, working on getting the compensation plan and the website up with Dr. KIRK. I mean, it's just amazing. He is, like I said, one of the biggest cheerleaders, period, for this company. And let's come on here. Bill Starkey, come on, buddy. I know you got some amazing stuff to talk about, and the people are ready.
Well, thank you, Kent. The thing that's so exciting, I listen to these comments and Joe and Dr. KIRK, and the privilege that we have is very unique, because to do the opportunity to do right, to do good, why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we do that? And I think that as I listened, we heard about, and I don't want to recant anything anyone said, but the compensation plan, to discuss it in a candid manner, there's a very business straightforward part of what are those products? Are people going to buy those? And then if you look at the product, what are you selling? What's the company? Is it solid? Is it foundation? What's its basis? And like, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. And so the question would be, well, what are you willing to pay me to promote your product? And I think in that same journey is how viral is the product, because I don't know a lot of people that think of themselves as salesmen. You know what I'm saying? You wake up one day and go, I'm a salesman. I don't know a lot of people who think that. I don't think, that's not something exciting to me. I know there's a phrase that no one, or I should say, people hate to be sold, but we love to buy. Right? We hate to be sold, but we love to buy. And I think that's one of the really great things when you look at a compensation plan, when you look at our company, that the products are products that you want and need. We're really looking at the marketplace, because remember the point of this in the company, and there's all points to the compensation plan. The point of the company is to create a wonderful opportunity where people can purchase products, and revenue from those products goes directly to the fight against human trafficking and all related aspects of that. And so you look at that and you go, okay, the integrity and the posture and that really a crusade, which is significant. You can't stop a crusade. A good friend of mine, we were talking earlier today, and salesmen die every day, and that's the way it is. But crusaders live forever, and that's really the truth of it. It's like, what a meaningful thing to be a part of that. Now, so if you understand the crusade aspect, well, the products, we're not trying to be like, okay, we created some special, unique protein powder that if you drink it, you not only lose 10 pounds a week, your IQ goes up 20%, and not only that, if you have Alzheimer's, it ends, and if you're in a wheelchair, you jump out of the wheelchair and you walk again. Some of these nonsense stories, we're not trying to do that. That's not our game. We want to have 10 great categories of products, the number one leading products in the market. We don't care what they are. What are the things that enhance people's lives? That people, we can look at and say, what's the top selling thing in the market right now? And look at it closely. I can think of one company, Rodan & Fields, which is a great company. I think most people know the name. But they have products with caustic chemicals involved in them. Doesn't take much research to find out that it's serious. Well, there's products, though, but the reason they're successful is not because of great marketing, but because they give results to women and what women want, what they're looking for, and they deliver. And so we looked at that and said, listen, can we take and create a product that delivers, but it's clean, and it's not toxic, and it actually outperforms possibly what is the leading product in the market. A product that, for instance, was one of their products that did $1 billion last year. A single product, $1 billion. And 80% of their customers don't even have a market. They don't do referrals. They just use the product. And so I'm using an example. So when you come to the compensation plan, just as important as what are you going to pay me is how does this sell? How viral is it? Well, the marketplace wants it. So if they're just simply informed that look at this and our price is fair and reasonable and not better than the market, and the product resolves some issues that women should never even put on their body, well, then that's a no-brainer. If it works, I'll try it. Let me try it. That works, I'll buy it forever. Well, that's you as a person that can refer a friend or a family member, anybody you know. It's a good feeling to refer that. I just share that thought, that idea, and so you share that naturally, and that goes on organically. It doesn't take an army of salespeople pushing something down somebody's throat. It's a product I like, use, and enjoy, and of course I'm going to naturally sell it. I don't need to sell it. I'm going to just naturally share it. It's going to be viral. And the great part about that is that by it being in the categories we're looking at, things we use each and every day that we enjoy and want and candidly don't want to live without. I have a cup of coffee every morning, and I can afford to buy something besides Folgers Instant, so I have a pretty good cup of coffee. I buy the best that I can find, and I don't mind what it costs. I want a great, with a wonderful aroma and a great cup of coffee. Well, we as a company, why wouldn't we do that? That's a unique idea. Let's create let's get a hold of and develop a great cup of coffee. That's something a lot of folks buy. Apparently 90% of Americans drink a cup of coffee or two or three a day. And so we have products, and we say, by doing that, if you understand the crusade, what would it be like to be a customer and get a letter from the owners saying thank you for being a part of this. By being a customer with us, we hope you enjoy these products. They've been made with love and care and at the highest quality ingredients, and with focus on clean and healthy and vibrant for you and the best to you and your family. And thank you for this, because your purchase, we send dollars, significant funds, to funding human trafficking. And thank you for being a partner with us in this effort. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy and continue to purchase our products. I mean, I'm telling you, people, they go, that's meaningful. I like the coffee. It's cheaper than the other stuff. I love it. So you as a salesman, when we come to the compensation plan, you need to understand that just as important as having referrals is people who continue to buy. And that's the big thing. It's called, that residual income. So if you're a store owner, and let's just look at this. We own a store. I don't care what kind of store it is, but let's just say we own a large grocery store in our town. What really matters is how many people come and buy month after month. That's that residual compound. As we reach out to new marks, we continue to grow our store sales, and that we have our same customers coming back. So this is like our storefront, and we're giving you the ability of products that are priced right, that are quality, that people are going to buy month after month, year after year. And then when they understand the crusade, like my neighbor said, they didn't even know we had a marketing arm. My neighbor was telling about the coffee and about what we're doing with it. My neighbor said, well, can I give you a credit card and you just automatically ship it to me? They didn't know there's such a thing as a auto ship or smart ship type program. They just simply said, would you charge us $200 a month and just simply send the coffee forever? And if we don't use it, we'll give it away at the office. We'd like to be a part of this. And so you see, that is, I mean, you begin to understand the importance of the company, and that's why we've taken the time in this call tonight to go through this, the company and the product quality and its pricing point in the market, and being something that what we're looking at is, we're not trying to have 1,000 products. We just want the 10 because you see every person is participating in the giving. They're a partner in a beautiful thing, and we're thankful for them. And so then they can freely share. Now, part of that compensation plan starts with our retail customers, because on our website, our front page, our front portion, we are going to offer every customer that purchases from us, if they share with 3 friends, you know, anybody, they don't need to be in the system, they don't need to be an affiliate. If they just share 3 of their friends that sign up for our smart ship, and when you sign up for the auto ship, then you get the 20% off, already a fair price. Well, that's great. And so if they refer some friends, they will get $100 a month credit in their account. So it's kind of like a 3-year free. It's not exactly that, but you get the point. Well, that's retail people. They could participate. I know people I could share this with. Well, what a wonderful thing. Share with some people, and we're going to send you a thank you by giving you $100 credit in your account for products each and every month. Now, that can you imagine, as a salesperson or a marketing person building a customer base, you're out building a customer base. Can you imagine having that kind of tool that your customers, they don't need to be anything, just referring. You can encourage them on the crusade side. See, it's not about selling, it's about sharing. And then these folks get to have that. So that's about a solid base, and the company will do a good job of following up with them, communicating with them, because we want to take good care of the customers you've taken your time and your effort to share with this company. And we want to honor you, respect you in each and every one of them, because the mission, our purpose as a company is so significant. We don't want to let anyone down. We want to make sure every last client, it's very different from a business model. This is not, if you begin to look at and say, well, where do I want to work? And it's different because so all these things add up to high residual, a high retention, high reorder, high customer, which is wonderful. So as over the time, as your customer base continues to grow and you maintain what you have, it becomes significant. Now, moving into the next part of this compensation plan, there's just a highlight. I'm giving you a mile high overview, but we did something very special. We wanted to build a compensation plan that didn't have any gotchas, or was really what we kind of call that, because it's one of those pyramid schemes, or is this network marketing? I've done 10 of them, never made any money. We didn't want to be anything to do with any of that. And not that we're trying to create the new industry or anything else. We have our own agenda. We're not trying to be better than or beat them or outpay them or anything else. I think we're true to ourselves as a company, and what's happened in the end is being true to ourselves, and we've redefined an entire model that has never been seen before, because in the end of the day, we come up with a compensation plan. We used a model that they call a matrix. It's 3 people wide, okay, if you can visualize this, kind of like a little box there, like a Rubik's Cube box, and you got 3 people at the top. Well, that's all you have is 3 spots, 3 places for 3 customers, 3 affiliates to be in your team, 3 spots, that's it. Well, what about if you sponsored 4 people? What if you referred a 4th person in the company, or 5th or 6th or 7th? Well, like Joe, I don't know what Joe's up to now, 40 or something, I don't know, some crazy number. Where's Joe going to put his 40? He's only got 3 spots, that's it. Well, then on the 4th person, you have to put that below somebody else. And now you're going to be able to see the culture of this company coming through in everything we do, because we're here to help. We care about the people that are partnering with us. We care about you on this call and those we have met and those we haven't met yet. We care about the marketing partners just as much as we care about the human trafficking. we're in the people. How do we convey this in every aspect of what we do? Let's make sure we do it with inside our business model of a love and decency and respect and building up and supporting humanity and respecting the journey of life of every one of our people. And this is part of it. And so with that, the fourth person you've got to put below somebody else. What about the fifth? Below somebody else. Now, you don't even have to do it. You can manually put these people anywhere you want. You don't have to go three wide and then the next row. You can have sponsor one and then put one below them, put one below them, put one below them, because this three wide goes to infinity. It never stops. So there's no gotchas. We want to compensate you and reward you for just, and so you just tell just your friends and neighbors and those you know and those you don't know, everyone, because so this matrix is designed to help people. Now, we have a rule to help make money. Now, when you sponsor, example, 12 people will give you $150 a month, plus you make 10% on everybody referred, and so you're making about close to $200. You have 12 people in your business. Now, you don't need to refer them or not refer them. It's about $200 a month. And then when you get to, let's say, like 45, we give you $500 a month, plus your personal things. You're making about $650 a month, which is 47 people in your business. Now, you don't even sponsor people. There's just someone that tells someone, 47 people, you're making $650 approximately. And we just publish it. And we say, here it is. There's no games, no hopes, no developing leaders. Just be real and convey this story. And so you see how it goes. Now, this gets pretty exciting because when you get to 1,000 people, and you're making $25,000 a month or $15,000 and $25,000, and then on it goes. And then with 10,000 customers, people, personal products each and every month on ownership, you make $1 million a year. Now, right off the bat, I probably shouldn't say that because probably 3/4 of you maybe have eliminated yourself saying, well, that's never going to happen for me. Well, you don't realize this is just about three. If you help three people, and so we have a rule, and I'm going to show you how you're going to get to that numbers if you just stay faithful to the cause and be yourself and be real, is when you sponsor three people, you get 50% of whatever the posted pay is. So I shared with you that at 47 people, you're making $500, and of course the direct's about $650. You're going to get 50% of that if you only have three personals. But to motivate you to help somebody else, if you have 6 people personally sponsored, we'll give you 75% of what's posted down through all those levels. We tell you what it is. You don't have to guess what you're making. We post it. We tell you, here it is. And so, but when you sponsor 9, you get 100% of that posted pay. Now, that's crazy. Okay, 9 people, but why that? Just simple, that's it. That's your leadership development, 3, 6, 9. Well, why 9? Because you realize that you're helping someone else. You see, so what we're trying to do is encourage everyone to make a difference in someone else's life, including even the marketing partners, because everyone does get a check, and everyone's getting a reward to say thank you for being a part of this and referring friends. And remember, the key driver of the whole thing, we already have a 3, and you're going to get $100. By the way, that also works for the marketing affiliates. All of you, when you have your 3 customers in and purchasing products each month, you also get a $100 credit. Well, that was a salesman. What if you have 3 people? I'm going to show you something here. I love a company called Melaleuca. I buy their products each and every month. They sell laundry soap and all that. It's got kind of a Melaleuca oil in it. And I like their products. I've been buying them for many years. Well, they pay me for referring people if I do. I don't. But they would. They'd pay me 7% on my front line of my customers. They'll pay me 7%. Now think about this. Look at this. If you refer 3 people who pay $100 a month, you purchase $100 a month of products each month. They're on the auto ship, smart ship system we have, and we'll give you $100 credit. Isn't that 33%? Nobody else's compensation plan even comes close to that. I mean, so 100, and you're getting $100 credit. That's 33%. Plus, you earn 10% on all the people you personally sponsor in their direct sales. And so the compensation plan, then when you do 6, you're helping those people. Then you do 9. So we designed it to make it very simple. We didn't make it like you sponsor 30 people or 300. No, it's 3, 6, 9. And we can all do that together. And if we don't feel like, again, someone above you, everyone's motivated to help everyone. See, there's no reason to not help the person below you, or 5 below you, or 10 below you. There's no motive, no change at all. So think about it. Joe, when he was on earlier, sponsored 440 already, and I'm just estimating. Well, Joe's going to be sponsoring 400 before long. Well, it's only 3 wide. So you know what? We can all celebrate Joe, because look at the lives of his fellow marketers that Joe's touching. What a wonderful thing. Well, that's what we're going to see through leadership. And when you see leadership, it's wonderful, and we can celebrate it, because they didn't work us and take us. The leadership here at VeriBella is about serving, and the greater they say, the more success we have, the greater the reward. And so this is a mile high view. I don't want to take too much, because I've already been going a while, but I wanted everybody in the call to have a sense or a tone of like, well, how's this compensation work? Now, this is a pre-launch. We literally, as you know, we don't even have a website up. We just shared with a few people, and we're realizing, kind of on just touching base, and I started with this, just going out and seeing, I want to see how that message works or resonates with people. And the response has been profound. And it gives me the confidence to talk to you tonight. I'm over working on the and I have the privilege of working with Dave and KIRK, and helping to build and design and carve out this foundation that we're going to go over. And I'm so excited about that. Well, the foundation, the VeriBella Foundation, is going to go on and make this impact in not only the United States, but we will begin to branch rapidly into foreign countries. We want to go into Asia. The problem, and we will create centers and begin to build huge and go after and pull together the industry and help everybody in the human trafficking industry and become one of the leaders. Get involved with the Congress and Senate. We're going to, VeriBella, the future, and I'm going to be talking more about this, but I have the privilege of being over here, and it's so meaningful to me in my life to leave a legacy that I can do that. I count it a great joy. And so by virtue that I'm over there, I want everybody on this call to understand, I'm not here for money. I'm not in the comp plan. I'm not recruiting. I'm over here tonight, and I'm here all the time, day and night. I'm here because I realize I am going to be your greatest cheerleader, the evangelist of VeriBella, and the greatest promoter, because I'm over here saying, may it all come in, and all those funds, 100% of them, there's no salary coming in there from the Foundation for Bill or anyone else. We're going to assemble the greatest thing and be effective and be able to be just absolutely disclose our financials and show the world and make a difference. The VeriBella story is powerful. And this moment, as you know, it's 3 wide. So here's what's unique tonight. We decided, and we're kind of pushing people over in the IT side and graphic side, to launch a pre-launch right now and up through March 1st, and let you come in for $49 and get your position locked in. Now, that's not going to be available until probably, because the merchant account thing wasn't plugging in right, and they just take a few days. It's not really VeriBella or our technology. It's just they had to get the certification in, and now they're coming to hook up for us. But it'll probably be next Wednesday, I imagine. They tell us that it should be done by Tuesday. But let's say next Wednesday, so you can keep right on getting your team together, and then you'll be able to plug them in. They'll go into a holding tank, but it secures your position in the top of this matrix. Because understand, there will be tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. In fact, we've been talking, kind of looking at some of the people in their businesses. There'll probably be 30,000 people in VeriBella before in this summer. Do you realize, all of you, the privilege today that we each have of being here? I count it a privilege because I feel like that I've had my life, the opportunity, you know, like any of us. I've had good days, bad days. You know, I've done great things. I've kind of messed up some things. That's life. But to think it's about finishing well for me. And I am just proud and privileged to be here and finish well. And as I am inviting you to join me and let's finish life well. But finishing well is also with integrity, with finances for your family and for those you love. And the finances here, I'm going to be candid with you. They're probably, as you begin to do due diligence, and we'll have time to go over that. But from my perspective and snapshot, and I know network marketing, and I know compensation, I know every kind of thing you could think about that industry. This is probably almost double the revenue being paid to the actual people in an authentic, transparent way. There is no breakage going to the company. None. In fact, any shortfallings or any extra funds, we're going to put those extra funds into the compensation plan, and we're going to feed it back to all the people. We're going to create a promotion or something special pay big bonuses, bigger, larger bonuses, but the company is not going to do that. 100% commitment, because if you understand, how do we know that? Well, when you begin to understand the uniqueness of our business model, it's different than any other model. Thus, from our purpose as a company to our commitment to developing products to the relationship with our partners, it is a different model and a different motive than has ever been seen in this industry before. And yet we're privileged. And why are we in this industry? Why are we even here? Because you see, we need the voices, the boots on the ground. We could be in Walmart. We could be in, we have relationships with Walgreens. We have relationships with the infomercials on TV. We have those. But you see, you don't get to tell the story to the customer, the client, and create the awareness. And you truly are our partners. And as we get this machine rolling, we are going to go out and you're going to be just thrilled with where you see VeriBella going, and that you're a part of it. It's going to be a great honor. And so as we position ourselves right now, we're building infrastructure. All the strategies are focused on $1 billion, and we are going there. And you're literally at the start. It doesn't change. This is comp plans seamless around the globe, and we're going to be heading there. We're already making efforts. We're already having it in our roadmap. We've already got people, the product providers. We've got all this stuff all in motion to go globally as rapidly as we can. So I hope that helps, because those are all things that come down to what's your comp plan. And I hope my help. I know I've talked a little bit tonight, but I'm trying to give you some content, and I appreciate all of you again. And I'm going to hand this back to Kent, but thank you for taking the time and allowing me to share a few moments with you tonight in your home. I appreciate your kindness and courtesy to listen. Thank you.
Well, Bill, thank you, and thank you. And I tell you what, you educate people on a lot of things. You know, we have a matrix that pays to infinity, that you can help people 20, 30, 100 levels below you, and guess what? You still get to keep your match on your downline. It's amazing. You'll be seeing this, but realize, don't get caught up in all that. What you want to do is go make your list, go be looking for everybody, because from businessmen, businesswomen, networkers, everybody wants to be a part of this cause. You know, we're going to have another call Tuesday night. That is going to be the big night. That's going to be the big night of the announcements. It's going to be the enrollment time. It's going to be where we're going. So get your line, draw it out, draw the people out, where you want them, how you want them positioned, because when it's on and we flip the switch, it's on like Donkey Kong. I tell you what, it'll be like something you haven't seen before. And I know, I've been in this business for over 20 years.
Hey,
yes,
Ken,
who's this?
I just thought about something about that switch getting turned on that I know that you and Kirk were wanting me to share a little bit about. And I know these folks are going to want to hear about it, about what that switch is that's going on.
Okay.
So I'd probably better just take 2 seconds. Is that okay with you if I take 2 seconds?
Yeah, go ahead.
At least give them a teaser. All right, everyone. We're doing $49 to sign up through the end of this month. That's just, what, 2.5 weeks? Get your place in the position. We're going to be sending you samples or the daily use packages. I was going to go out with that. So you're literally getting your $49 not only as a sign, it's not for your money. We're sending you more than what you're putting in. We're giving that to you. So you're purchasing products, okay? And that's going out to you. Now, in that, we're shooting for the 1st of March. We're going to roll out 3 packages that are larger. We'll stop the $49 enrollment, and we'll probably have like a $149, probably something like a $425, and maybe something like an $895. We're going to have like 3 packages that includes your enrollment. But I want to share with you, when you see what that is, every one of them is more than we're giving you more than you're paying. Now, the reason you're going to understand the reason why we're going here is we're giving more than we're taking, kind of thing. Now, that's always a nice thing. That's a nice relationship. But it's part of a strategy to help you and explode your business, because these are daily use boxes. Now, this is something that belongs in the finest stores and boutiques. When you see the box of our product and this daily use product, which a lot of folks I think will use as a sample out there, you can woman can put it in a purse, you can throw it in a suitcase. A guy traveling, they're wonderful little travel packets. I mean to tell you, the packaging and the individual application things, absolutely stunning. And so you're looking at the highest end product. This is When you look at it, you'll go, like, yeah, that's worth $20. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see them. You're going to be delivering. We're going to be start shipping these things next week with your $49 sign-up. So you'll all be having those in your hands and be able to use them, try them, see the products, and you'll be able to share them with others. Now, on March 1st, we'll have these 3 products, and it'll be the part of the sign-up. And you can buy, we're going to allow each one of you on here to buy one again if you'd like to. But what we're going to do is we're going to pay with that for during the pre-launch. That's the only part we're going to offer in March. We're not going to roll out the rest of stuff. We are going to get this, all the corporate websites, all the videos, we're going to make this thing absolutely pristine. But during the month of March, we're going to have these 3 packages available to you, and basically like a sample type thing. But again, you'll see the value. And we're going to pay, right then, we'll pay weekly. We'll pay every whatever we'll call it, Monday morning, because that way you get all the way to midnight Sunday night, and to market whatever. And we're going to give you 10% for 5 generations. Now, I think everybody on this call all pretty seasoned, and you all know what that means. In other words, so if someone down in your team buys, let's just use the number 5, a $500 package. I'm just making that up as an illustration because it's simple math. Well, then 10% would be $50. Well, you get $50. The person that sponsored you gets $50. The person that sponsored them gets $50. The person that sponsored them gets $50. Well, can you imagine? Let's think this through. As you're growing your team in the month of March, just in that alone, just think, what if you had 100 people join below you? Just that alone, that little thing. What about the larger packages? 10%, whatever package is, 5 generations up. I mean, we will have people probably make $15,000, $20,000 just in the month of March, and all that was for was loading everybody up with packages. Now, there's going to be a big part of this. And again, when you see them, you're going to realize this limited purchase of this kind of package is going to be the best value you've ever seen. We are going to make sure that company, because it's a launch piece we're putting together. Now, I want to give you a little teaser. We've been talking about having a founders group. This is a big project that VeriBella's launched. It's going to be big, and it's going to be worldwide. We're going to have congressmen, senators. We're going to Trumps. We're going to have everybody involved, Democrats and Republicans. This is a global issue. We care about people. All right. So involved in that, you'll be surprised what's coming next. It's going to be much larger than you ever dreamed. But in that, we're going to make them founders. Your name, if you buy the largest package, you're going to be a founder. You're going to have access to private invitations, to meeting people, celebrities, things. Revenue flows being a part of the inner circle. At every one of our events, front row seating will be reserved for the founding folks that helped us to actually put the infrastructure put in place to begin the very movement of what becomes something, a global influence that changes our world, that makes a real difference. Your names will be forever. That if you do that, they're going to be in the foundation website, the founders' contributions, all this stuff. It will be a very, very, very special and honored thing through all time. It's something that you'll cherish, and it will touch your life. And important is, we're not selling you the sizzle. I'm not trying to sell you all that. I'm saying that's out of a gratitude on our side. The value of the package itself will far exceed that. That will be the value. You go like, oh, that's the best deal. I'm going to buy that. But what we're going to do is what I want to give you a little sample of, so that you know this special moment as we go to have in millions of people, this group of people, the founders that started with us today, that held our hands and said, you know, I want to be a part of this. It's going to be a wonderful, beautiful thing. So there's just a little bit about what I want to share. So what we're planning here, so everyone can kind of know, okay, the $49 deal is going to run through the end of this month, and then we'll begin to go with the packages in March, okay?
Well, Bill, thank you. I tell you what, everybody, awesome. Get your list out. Get your people ready. Tuesday night, the 9th, and we'll be seeing you on there. We want to pack it out. We want to break records again. We want to double and triple, and then keep doing that every call. We'll be doing webinars, and we got more exciting things going to be coming. God bless you all. Have a great night. And I tell you what, let's start ticking the days down. We've got 5 days until one of the greatest pre-launches ever in history. God bless you. Have a great night.